Hello everyone, we are back live with some Csgo. We're gonna try to play around a few rounds of gun game. And then we'll get to hopefully some competitive matches and see how this goes. So let me get everything else set up. It took me a sec to figure out how to deal with try to capture Csgo. Apparently I had to do it a special way because Csgo had an update that blocks. They have a trusted file type thing, type of dealio. Why is this a thing? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should, oh, it will still pop up. Ignore that. Just give me a sec. Where is my, there we go. There we go, that thing is set up. Now I gotta add one more thing. No, I did not. There we go. Everything is now set up and good to go. Let's do some gun game. What is it? Is it under war games? Yeah, this one. Arms race. I'm so used to calling it gun game from Call of Duty. Always fun. I never won it. I have been second or third place with this. And no, I am not that good at the game. So there's that. It takes a second for this to load. Wait, is this on the moon base? That is so cool. Knifing your opponents will steal rank from them, and then 2 kills required per rank. Okay. Which I kind of figured. It's so cool that this is on a moon base. And I know I can't aim down sights for certain weapons, which is kind of dumb. Honestly, that shouldn't count. Oh, hello. I don't know this map very well. Yep. Finally. Okay then. Did I miss? Oh, there he goes. Now something that can be useful. Stuck in a corner. Okay, hello, team. Oh, come on, I ran into that. Oh, I got shot from behind, nice. I hate this gun. I know I do because of the recoil, it's so bad. Okay, somehow I got that? No P90. This is a fatal tunnel. I'm stuck, are you kidding me? Oh, brother. Like I said, we'll do a couple rounds of this and we'll do competitive. Let's see how I go with that. So I can easily just pop him off.
Go, go, go!
They had the same ideas I had, except I'm not even going to bother getting up on there. Oh, I missed.
The way we do it. We got this. We're doing this.
Oh, hello, teammate. There it goes. I knew it.
No stopping us.
Oh, it's awful recoil. Spread. Oh. I totally went into their spawn. That's amazing. What, using a low, the MP7 actually. Yeah, that's an MP7.
Clean kill. Nice shot.
Yep, I knew I wasn't gonna win that. Mac 10. So basically a Uzi. Yeah, this is a Uzi. Which works great with short ranges. You can't hold this. I can't even shoot straight whatsoever. Somehow I got that guy. I like this map. It's very nice for close combat. Oh, come on! Like I'm so close. What's the range of this stupid thing? That close and he couldn't even hit him? I can't aim. See, the pistol is the death of me. Pistol, man. Not bad, but still not great. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay. Just gotta be careful.
Grab your gear. Let's go.
Got an achievement. Oh, hi. Ooh. There's so many people. Oh, come on. I'll open the door. Hello, people.
Oh yeah, good kill.
Finally. Got stuck on a rock.
That's the way we do it. Good one. There you go. Good go.
Ah, man.
Nice shot.
See, that. Are you kidding me? Got a lucky shot on that guy.
Nice.
Ah, he went above. Are you kidding me? Oh, he was so low. This is awful recoil. I need to be like super close to someone to get this. Yeah, I know.
That's the way we do it.
Finally. Oh, great. Got third again. Somehow. Oh man. After this round, we'll go to competitive. If I can get into a match, that is. We'll see.
Lock and load.
Oh! Oh, nice. Been waiting.
Good kill.
stomach. Nice.
That's how you do it.
Oh. You little bot.
Nice shot.
Oh, so cheeky. That was so cheeky. Alrighty, competitive. Yeah, sure. See if we can get into a match. Okay, that's a wait time. That has a very long wait time. There we go. Just do one of those maps. Or we can just do casual because this is gonna take a little bit. Two thousand players are searching for a match, so they should be able to easily match with that many people. Oh, okay, maybe not. Yeah, why not? Let's do team versus team. I team deathmatch a lot.
Let's roll.
There we go. See, so comparative mode is a little clustered. Ow. I... I'm gonna say you're very up, Lisa, but I forgot there's bots in here. Oh, my favorite. Ah! That scared me. P90, yes, I'll take that. Where? Oh. Why is three enemy? I'm not allowed to go to the war. Oh, I should have not done it. This is a very huge map. Can we trade? I think we traded. I think we traded.
Looks like the enemy was the first to reach halfway.
Oh, nice. Just wait for people to cross the bridge. No, it's pretty good. I hear people above me. Of course. No. Oh, hi. Teammate, sorry. Oh, it was so off.
Frag set for the enemy team. Nice shot.
I don't want that bonus weapon.
The enemy team only needs 3 more frags to win. The enemies have 1 point left.
Oh, I think you only do 100. Okay. That was fun. Just gotta take a little bit. Hold on. There it goes.
Oh, enemy get your first kill. You're in the lead. The enemy team is leading.
Ooh!
The enemy team has lost their lead. Keep going. He's leading. The enemy team is leading.
Oh, why did I do that? No. Oh, nice. For the pistol. There we go.
Everything's still standing. Keep going.
Ah, come on. That was so close. Pairing things.
Nice shot.
Oh, wow.
Have reached halfway.
Oh, Jesus, bait right there.
That's the way we do it. Your team is leading.
I had to find him. Hey, Osh. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get in the op because my, mods were corrupted. So I had to... PowerPoint. What about PowerPoint? What? But yeah, I couldn't get into the op the other, earlier because of, mods got corrupted, so I had to revalidate my files, which took a while. What do you mean by PowerPoint? It's not that bad. Oh no. Woo! Oh, hi. We traded? No, we didn't. Yeah. Somebody took my kill. That's really nice to know. Are you skipping frames by any chance? Nope, not my, no. It's just the, my graphics card, has encoding issue. And it's a very, it was a, it's a lower end GPU, so I have to go get a new one in order to be more smoother. So sorry about that. That was awful. Yeah, it's okay if it was 10 years ago. Oh, wow! Rude! And to be honest, this tower isn't intended to be a gaming computer whatsoever. Shot you in the dick. Oops. Twerk for GPU. Oh no! You think I'm that pretty in real life? I'm not. I am not that type of girl. I'm just surprised I only have a free phone. Ah! It's just the graphics card is holding me back because I have a 1030 GeForce GPU. Like I said, very low end. Very low end on the NVIDIA GeForce GPU. It is a well, it's a step down from a workstation computer. It's mainly used for my cybersecurity college stuff. Basically. That was the intended use. I know that, Osh. But you think I have a very good amount of curvature, as you will, to do that. No. No! No. Barb in a maid costume was pretty funny. Only if we can get convince Weiroo to get in a maid costume and be twins with Barb. That would be even funnier. No, GE. Oh wait, GeForce GT 1030? That honestly doesn't sound right. I forgot. Hold on, let me look it up. Oh, I know I'm in the middle of the fight, but I can figure this out. NVIDIA control panel. There we go. This will tell me. Hold on. It's a GeForce GT 1030. So yes, you're correct, Osh. It is a GeForce GT 1030. Yeah, very low end GPU, like I said. Very, very low end. But however, my CPU is perfect. Not really a GTX, but it's very low end. However, my CPU is perfect. It's an i7 12th gen. Yay! Oh, is this the map the one where people fall off all the time in Pro League? Yeah, I got a very good setup, except my GPU is the only one that's holding me back. So, there's that. Is it my fault? Not really. Well, it is kind of my fault, because the main purpose was that my dad actually got mad at me because I'm using it for streaming. Yeah, there was no way that I could do about that. I hate this gun! Just give me my pistol back, thank you. Thankfully, the GPU prices are going down. CPU. I do have a good CPU. I told you I got i7 Intel i7 12 Gen, which is the most recent generation. But no, Arma is not even that bad. It's just that my GPU is having problems with encoding, hence why it's looking a little framey. And I apologize. Next Black Friday. Well, if I can get money from now and then. Because I'm a broke college student, literally. And plus, I'm doing volunteering. We're training. With Silver Patrol, which is also a lot. I just spent over $1,000 on them. Like the past month, just to go to training next week. Well, no. Well, okay, fair enough, Osh. I see what you mean now. Well, I didn't really, my dad didn't care about the specs as long as it can run the programs I needed to run, which is very CPU intensive. For example, virtual machines, workstations, stuff like that. So, GPU isn't really a priority in those type of situations. So, there's that. Are these people just... I can't specify the training, but it's for Silver Patrol, which is Air Force Auxiliary. It's basically a volunteer military group, I'll leave it at that. It's complicated. Just best way I can describe it, it's basically so how's a good way to describe it? We basically help out with yeah, but the VMs I'm running for like cybersecurity is very, very intensive. So and CPU, just die, dude. Yeah, it's a mess. And it's not really part of the military, even though it's part of the only purpose of this group is for search and rescues, disaster relief, homeland security. Those are the top three things that we do with this group, so. And I'm planning on doing search and rescue and homeland security. That's all I can say. I can't specify what training I'm receiving or where it's at because of OPSEC, so operational security. GT 6060. Fair enough. I see what you mean, but yeah. Well, that it worked fine. Well, fair enough. Do you get paid? No, it's a volunteer group. The only way I get paid through it is completely volunteer. However, the only time we could possibly get paid is if we're assigned to an Air Force mission. So that means the Air Force funds the mission and then we get paid after that. That's the only time we get paid, and that happens very rarely. So, in the position that I'm in now, it's completely volunteer. So I don't get paid. Even though it's good work and stuff like that. It just gets me the experience and stuff in terms of military. Because right now I can't join the military. Well, sort of can't join the military due to my disability. There's one... There's a chance I can get paid, yes. But it's very rare. Yeah, very low. I am talking with the Navy in the process of trying to get me portfolio. Not necessary, it's just gave me certification stuff for search and rescue and helping people out. But yes, it will help in terms of employment. Yes, it will be a big help towards it. Yeah, I have a disability. I am deaf, completely deaf. I wear cochlear implants to hear. Which I will explain once I get affiliate. Explain how all that works. Yeah, I'm deaf, completely. And you're probably wondering how I can hear through my computer and stuff. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. So, we do have what's called American with Disabilities Act. However, the military is exempt from it. Therefore, I can't join the military unless I get a... It's fine. It's okay. Unless I get a waiver, which the Navy is willing to give me that. The other branches have disqualified me for minor medical issues. So, but the Navy's willing to work with me, which is I'm really grateful for it. But I'm hoping to get in as an officer, so my plan is to work through college, get my bachelor's degree, then go to officer candidate school.
First frag goes to your team.
Get out of my... But yeah, I'm working with the Navy, trying to figure out the course of action in terms of what I can do. If the American military doesn't work out, technically I can join the Israeli Defense Forces because they accept everybody, no matter what medical issues or disability or anything. They'll take you in. But I don't really want to work with Israeli. Well, it's not that they're bad or anything. Oh, do you guys have a mandatory service or something? I don't know how it is in Singapore, but... I don't know how it is in Singapore. Because I know some countries have mandatory military service or conscription. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. That's understandable. But I'm not. Yeah, I know Israel does have one. They developed what's called a special uniform program for those who are medically disqualified to serve, and then that mandatory service. So they just basically, this happened like very early 1990s. I think it was like early. Oh, it's 10 years of me service. Wow. Well, I guess that makes sense in case something happens to Singapore and then you guys get called up. That makes sense. Shut up, chickens. So Israel developed special uniform program to allow people with disabilities or who gets medically disqualified to normal conscription service to go through a modified boot camp, basically. And so far it's a success. I shot him in the shoulder, that's why I didn't kill him. Oh well. And it's been a success. After that modified boot camp, it actually increased people wanting to join Israeli Defense Forces from the people that are native to Israel, so, which is amazing. And I know a couple of Army officers from the United States Army went over to see how it works and try to model it after them, but they're going to take years to do that, and I think the age is 30, I know it's 30 something years old, which means I can't serve after that, so, which is rough, and I'm only 21, so I got like 10 to 15 years, which is a long, you think that's a long time, but the changes in the military, especially in my government, is very slow and ridiculous. Hey, Yosh. I'm just talking about how changes in the military is going to be very slow. I ran out of ammo. Oh, ouch. That's not good. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's rough. But yeah, things in the American government is very slow, and the changes to allow people to serve is not gonna happen in my lifetime, probably. Yeah, the reason why people, most of the military branches in the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, can't even reach their recruiting numbers because they're turning away people for medical reasons and other things. And then the abled people, in their terms, sometimes half of them don't even want to serve, and the other half do want to serve. So there's only like 20% that they're able to get to serve. So they're able to get 100,000 people through boot camp and stuff every year, but they're not reaching the recruiting retention numbers that they need. And I'm like, for those people who really want to serve, they get rejected. It's very rough. So, and I'm in the generation that wants to serve in my family. Like, I'm the next generation. And it's just rough to know that because of my disability, I may not be able to serve at all. Which is rough for me. Because the branch that I really want to serve in is in the Army. But I can't join the Army because they actually disqualify me for a different reason. Not because of my disability. For a different reason. A minor medical issue, which is dumb. And with the Navy, I can only get 2 waivers. That's it. ADA law does not, the American Disabilities Act does not include the military. The military gets exempt from it, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard. But the problem, yeah. I see what you mean now. Yeah, I could be in a support role, but do I really want to be in a support role? Most of the support roles get... I really would be in combat and help me front lines, but I know with the Navy, with the waivers, it's going to be limited to, for the Navy, my jobs, the job I will be get in the Navy is going to be very limited. They told me it's going to be very limited, so I don't know what jobs are going to be open to me. I hope it's not terrible jobs, Because I looked it up, like for enlisted side, because they want me in as in reserves and then get my degree, then go to OCS, which I really don't want to do, but at the same time, it just depends. But I really want to go in as an officer. It's not up to the recruiters, it's up to the people at MEPS, which is the medical, it's the entrance process. So basically you order this, they check your physical thing, you check your job, they'll tell you, hey, what waivers you're on and what jobs, and then at that place you pick what job you get. Do you get to show preference? Yes, you do, within the jobs that they give you. So they give you a set of jobs. You pick your top 3 jobs, and whatever top 3 jobs that you pick, you can sign a contract with that top 3 jobs. Well, it's whatever the military needs at the time. So you get top 3, and then usually most of the time your first choice gets to be picked. Usually. Yeah. The top 3 that you want, and then usually they'll give you one of the 3 that you pick. So I'm hoping to get into either intelligence, operational support, or I haven't decided my 3rd job, like Master at Arms for the Navy, which is military police. Because if I do get into the military, I'm gonna go in as a police officer in the civilian side. So it's not gonna be that much of a... That worked. So if I don't get in the military, I'm gonna go as a police officer. Yes, police officer. You could be a police officer even if you're disabled, as long as you pass the police academy. Which is the funniest thing. Because I have a couple of recruiters come up to me and be like, "You want to be a police officer? How can you be a police officer?" I'm like, because of ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act. And they're like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." Well, we do have healthcare. It's free for military members. It's just that when you get out, you have to go to the VA, which is Veterans Affairs, and it's awful. I mean, it's good for some things, but awful for some other conditions and stuff. Ow. It's awful. That just shows you how our government is with their priorities. Yeah, my dad doesn't use the VA at all. It's because of how extensive it is. Even though some of the things will be free, but... Black Rifle Coffee is a great company. Even though I don't drink coffee and stuff, they're a great company. Yeah, I support first responders, veterans and stuff. I'm like a full-out support for them because I know all the things they have gone through to serve our country. And it can be very rough. It's just, this is really... So it's sad to see how things... Most of the biggest problem that we have in this country is veterans with PTSD and suicide. Each day, at least 22, each day, this is a 6-day show, is that each day 22 veterans of PTSD or other issues commit suicide, which is very rough, and we're trying to change that statistic to be 0, basically, and get the help that they need. So, yeah, it's sad. Thankfully, none of my family have gotten to that point. I'm very thankful my family hasn't had to go through that. Thankfully. So I'm very thankful. Oh, that was a little bit too far. But yeah, I'm very thankful my family hasn't gone through that. Very thankful. But yeah, it can happen to me, it can happen to it's not just veterans as well, also first responders. I know a couple of first responders that deals with PTSD because of all the traumatic things that they see on the job. Like for example, fatal car accidents, murder scenes, shootings, bunch of other things. In fact, I think first responders are far worse than veterans, but there's so much they're praying to candle. Yeah, I agree. And if I ever get to be past the academy, become a police officer, I already told my family, hey, in case something bad comes my way, I already know, like, I'm ready to sacrifice my life for the greater good, basically. And my parents know that. So I'm like, if it happens, if my time's come, it's time. If it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. One way or another.
Team only needs 10 more frags.
So, I already reconcile with myself about that, so. Because it's part of the job. And if you can't handle the job, then don't become a police officer. That's how bad things have gotten. Not just in the US, but also other countries have had that too. Fight for life, yeah. We have the tools to fight for our lives, to protect ourselves, yes. I would fight for life. Because everyone wants to live, not... Hold on. Sorry about that. Oh, hello game. Can I get back in? That's one of the tools that we can use, yes. But I don't know if you've seen videos of how people are even with their drunkenness. In fact, there's a reason. Donut operator, yeah. He actually broke down the shooting back in an officer involved shooting back in Florida of a drunk guy at a wedding, at his sister's wedding. He was very drunk, and the officers did chase him, but it didn't even work at all. So they had to use lethal force, yeah. So it's very hard to. It's very hard. And I'm pretty sure that guy knocked out an officer, if I remember correctly. He woke up like a few minutes after. But yeah, that is a justified shooting. I know it's a fine line. Yeah, it is. But if an officer gets attacked like that, you gotta stop him. To others is like, well, you also have to worry about safety of other people too. If this guy's out of control, he can't be stopped, and he could not hurt only officers, but also hurt the people around them. That's how I see things. It's not just a danger to the officer, but it's also the people around them. But yeah, in that video, I mean, that's a straight up justified shooting. Because the officer got knocked out and he wasn't gonna stop. And he tried all means of non-lethal force, using taser, verbal commands and stuff. Didn't work. So I knew I wasn't gonna make it far with that gun. But yeah, it's rough. I we're taught at when we're also taught at the academy what that fine line is, meaning you have to follow the use of force. The family did sue the department, but because they were also drunk at that party. They're saying that it was the officer's fault. However, when the body cam video got released, and it shows that the family was actually at fault. So the officer was deemed innocent for justified shooting, and the family just got no money from it because of the body cams, and the family of the guy were lying about the situation. Because if you look back at the video and compare the faces to that video, you'll see they were also drunk in that video. So it was a stupid situation, to be honest with you. It's unfortunate and stupid at the same time. I'm saying it's stupid on the family's part. Unfortunate that the guy had to be put down like that because he was out of it, with drunk, and was endangering a lot of people there. Not just the officers, also a couple people who tried to calm him down, but didn't work out. So it's a rough world that we live in. I couldn't move my mouse quick enough. So, like I said, we're taught in the academy from first front about use of force, starting from verbal commands, verbal commands, non-lethal fist, like hands techniques, then taser or pepper spray, and then the last of at the top is lethal force, so using it. Yeah, do not offer their fantastic covering of it. He's like, oh yeah, the family was stupid. Just to come out and sue the department like swinging. And then it turned out that the family was lying the whole time about the situation. So. What do you mean?
10 frags left for the enemy team.
Can you cover something about how much force is to be applied in any given situation? Right. Yeah, there's a pyramid, yeah. Yeah. So basically what I was saying, so we have verbal commands, like talking to the person, trying to calm them down. Then it goes to the next step. Yeah. It's also taught at the academies across America, too. Use of force is always taught. That's mostly the first thing that you learn. But sometimes you don't always go in order. Sometimes it can go from verbal commands to straight to lethal force. For example, most traffic stops. There was one traffic stop that happened I think it was last week when it happened, where a state trooper went up to the vehicle, talking to him, comes back towards his car. The driver jumps out of the car, turns a pistol. The trooper literally ran on the other side of the car for cover and basically shot him dead. Because now it's the lethal force. If a person presents a gun and draws it towards you, you gotta end that threat quickly. You can't just go, hey, put the gun down, put the gun down. He said that right away, put the gun down. He can't pull out the taser and shoot him. Because he's feared that he's gonna die because of the gun. So he immediately tells him to drop the gun, and pulls out his firearm and tells him and I mean, taser's not gonna work in that situation. And pepper spray's definitely not gonna work in that situation. So like I said, it depends on the situation. Well, it's limited to 15 feet, yes. It is limited on range to 15 feet. And I think that in that situation, it was far beyond 15 feet. And something interesting about tasers, I can't get tased at all. Even if I go through the academy, I can't get tased. Because what would happen, because of my cochlear implants, basically. So, if I get tased, what would happen, the electrical signals from the taser that travels through your body, it's powerful enough to fry my implant, therefore causing severe damage to my cochlea. So that means I will lose all my hearing. So that means I will get a medical waiver for that, for my through the department and for the academy as well. On top of that, I mean, I am able to hold a taser. It's just that I can't get tased. But there has been times of accidental tasing. I just hope that doesn't happen to me. So. And I am not the first deaf female officer. I'm not the first deaf officer that's in the field right now. If I do end up going through the academy and stuff, I'll be the second deaf officer with the cochlear implant, which is gonna be really nice. Yeah, that's my top priorities, my safety and stuff. Really, teammate?
Yeah, good kill, man.
But, yeah. Yeah, safety is... Are you kidding me? Yeah, safety is important. And we're also low on officers in the country too, because of all the bad rep that we get in the media. Which is so untrue. Everything that you say about police officers in the media is so untrue. Which is frustrating. Because they're only taking the minimum amount of incidents out of, what, millions of them that are justified and stuff. It's ridiculous. So, there's that.
The enemy team has reached halfway.
Right. They're also, it's part of their jobs, yeah. If there's a officer involved, let's say if there's an officer involved shooting, they all, 100% of the time they get put on leave, pending investigation from the internal affairs investigation into this incident, and either the county or the state. There we go. But yeah, they always get put on leave for investigation and stuff. And if they find that officers did follow department policy into that situation, then they're off the hook. But however, they find some issues with it, and then usually get the retraining or they get fired. Or criminal charges, depending on the situation. So it just depends on the situation and how the officer acts in that situation. So. Oh, hot take here about shootings. We had one recently back in a couple weeks ago in Texas. The officer's response to that.
Yeah, nice shot.
The officers in that situation did not do their jobs, and I blame the officers in that situation. Even you can say like a distraction if you gotta think of the concept if you fired a pistol. Hey, it's part of the policy. Anybody? I know people who have gone through, who have fired. We have a couple of actually a couple months ago. I think it was back in January. A couple of officers from my department, basically the one that oversees where I live, were involved in involved shooting, and they were cleared after they'd been put on leave on pending investigation and stuff. They got cleared. They're back on duty like normal. So it's just a process you have to go through. But yeah, the school shooting back in Texas like a couple weeks ago, I blame the officers in that situation because they did not do their jobs. They stood outside the school doing nothing. And it took a federal agent to go in and stop the threat. And the chief of that department was not even trying to help the media. They weren't even helping with the investigation. And apparently it's part of their policy just to wait outside and let everything die down. No, you have to go in and kill the threat before more lives are taken. When I heard about that, I was not happy. Even people in the police community around my area and other places, they were not happy to hear that. And the chief the chief needs to be fired, honestly. Because of how dumb it was. And that's the city police. Yeah, it was the city police who didn't do their jobs. Well, in an active shooter situation, if there's an active threat, you go in and stop that threat. So that's how it should be done. And there was it was in Alabama a couple days ago. In Alabama, yes, bot, I'm playing Csgo. Hold on. Plot, what are you doing? I'm streaming. Did you not see my notification? In Discord? I'm good. You sound very sleepy. Are you okay? Oh, you're just tired? Okay. It's either the simulation beforehand, making it more cautious, passive, and dealing. Yeah, but you get if there's an active shooter, you have to go in and take care of it because I'm playing Csgo and I'm just talking with chat. Yeah. Huh? I'm doing good. Other than waiting for queuing times at Siege earlier today, which was annoying. Because Siege is awful with their queuing times. But yeah, I'm just talking. With my chat, having fun, just chilling. You should hop in and chat with these guys. You know these guys. Okay, then do it. Is it the Platts? Yes, it is the Platts. The one that you know from WeWoo. And TMTM. It is that Platts. Not gonna lie, I only hear you. Oh, I know, it's because he's connected to my implant. Technology. Oh, shut up, Platts! Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, my implant can Bluetooth to my phone. That's why you don't hear him. However, if I put him on speaker, you will hear him. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Platts just yelled at me not to put him on speaker, funny enough. But, yeah. Yes, it is the Platts. He will hop in chat after I get him on Twitch. Get on Twitch, boy. Talk to these people. Oh, you lazy bum. Well, no, after you get off of the phone with me, you hop on chat, that's what I'm saying. He is a VTuber, yes he is. He is a VTuber. He said he hasn't streamed in a week, but he probably will tomorrow in TMTM. Which is sadly gonna be my last stream for a week and a half. Well, no, I can't talk because I'll be in training, remember? Yeah. I might be able I might be able You just like the sound of my voice, don't you? Flat just said weirdly that. Yes, that's funny. My voice is sound. Whoa, that just. Yes, I did. Yes, I meant. I'm past a guy. Wow. Okay. And really enough, I'm getting better at this game. I can tell I'm improving somewhat. Even though that I can't really aim down sights, so that's kind of my thing. But yes, I might be able to shoot text during training or not, but I'm not sure. Oh. Shouldn't be that, wait, shouldn't be that, well, I'm sure I am able to shoot a text during training, it's just depending on what I'm doing and how busy I am. Cause, once you disclose, well, Platts knows I'm during training and stuff. He's in the Air Force, so he knows how the dealio with Silver Air Patrol. He was a prior Silver Air Patrol person, too. As a cadet, though, but not as a senior member, which means I got more stuff on my plate, which is, I'm going to be very busy. Because we're well, what can I say? Let's just say I got more responsibilities. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. So I got told a couple days ago that I will have more responsibilities. So not only am I doing my own training, I'm also doing other things on top of it. Gotcha. Platz is a scrub. My chat just called you a scrub. He said he's not. Only okay. How about the chat said they will agree that you won't. They will not call you a scrub if you hop in the chat and talk with them. Oh, you're in chat? Well then I'm hanging up on you because you can hear my voice through Twitch. Are you on your phone or are you on computer? Oh, shut up, Bosh. Yeah, okay, so Platz is on the phone watching Twitch. There's a 10-second delay for him. Oh, you goober. That is not a surprise, yes. Indeed, yes indeed, the Platz. Number one Armor 3 VTuber. Osh. There's Remy, there's you, yes he is. Did you not see the recent, display that he did? He is a VTuber, he has a VTuber model. Remy does have a VTuber model now. It got unveiled like what, a month ago or something like that? I got spawned in a box. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're not the only one, but yeah, you were probably one of the first ones. What, Liru? Oh, so Barb and Liru basically took it off of you. That your attention of a VTuber for Arma, basically. In a sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, you see, Osh doesn't know that, but Bra does. Well, I have to I explained multiple times on stream the situation. Okay. Osh, do you know that Platz and I are dating? Our what? Sorry? Dating. As in, like, boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. No, I'm going to explain the situation. Oh, uh-huh. And? Okay, so we're playing a joke on TMTM, like the whole entirety of TMTM that Platz and I were. You haven't been up to date with TMTM stuff, so okay. Let me do a quick rundown. Me and Platz are playing a prank on TMTM of us being together. So far, they fell for it, which is funny because at the time when we made this prank, I was in a relationship with my ex, and a couple people from them should have known that. But apparently they forgot the fact that I was in a relationship at the time of the prank, that we started the prank. So they just fell for it. Well, that's because I tell him not to do anything. Which, I'm still going to play on the prank on Oshisa based. And you kept it going. Yes, we kept it going. Oh, we also made it up as a reveal that we've been pranking them. And so far, it got rejected because of issues that Platts needs to solve once he gets his butt going. Oh, you did fix it? But, and you... Oh, my bad. But you guys, you've got to realize, Platts, it depends on when my college starts around that time. Because I will be transferring at that point to a different college. Yes, Oshri kept it going, and Liru fell for it, and Barb also fell for it. And Liru ships us like so hard, which is the funniest part.
The enemy team only needs 3 more.
We kind of did, yeah. We kind of slowed.
The enemy team.
And well, it kind of didn't help us as a situation. Osha's like, yep, sounds about right. They were shipping us. But he is. I just hope he's gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot me. No, that's no. No, that... We could, but no, that's not gonna happen. No, don't old man me! No! Read what Ash... Are you in chat? Read what Ash said. Libu! You see, Bloodwing will never let Libu tie me up. This is never gonna happen. No, because... Okay, I don't know if this is like to help enhance the meme. Oh. Sure, make that up. I don't care.
Let's all make it home tonight. Yeah, your team is the first kill.
Now, Leva's gonna make that up for and. Oh, thank you, Osh, for giving Leo an idea for an op. Because Platts is messaging him about me getting tied up and forcing Platts to rescue me. Great. Thanks a lot, chat. Thanks for the good ideas. Oh, this is gonna go too far. I already know this. I mean, he's right. You mean in a sexual way, or as in, like, running out of ideas? Because I'm taking it both ways. No? Okay, so you're taking it as in he's running out of ideas. Fair enough. Sorry! That is a leap, Mikey. I know. Platts started this whole thing. It's his fault. He's making my head go crazy. With everything. He already made a stupid sexual joke on top of that, so... His fault, not mine. Platts, you still there? Ash is calling me sus. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay, Osh. You think whatever you think. It's funny. I should have put you on speaker. I should have put you on speaker. You're not on speaker, by the way. I did not put you on speaker. Okay, Platt said I'm adorable as hell, and that I don't admit it. Yes, Platts have seen a picture of me at least, and I've seen his. So. Okay! You have to go that far! Okay, Platts. I am so glad I don't have you on speaker. I am so glad. I do? How? What? I don't... Am I really that type of person, Osh, though? I know what you mean by that, Osh.
Nice shot.
No, auntie, other than, like... Oh, how to describe it? It's an Asian thing.
To reach halfway.
It's an Asian... But you should know this, because you're... What, you're Taiwanese, if I remember correctly? I might be wrong about that. Not the... Oh, not the Asian... Oh, Thai, not... No, like the player auntie test. Oh, okay. I don't think I know who that is. Platt doesn't know who I've heard of it, but I don't remember what she's famous for. Thai, as in Siamese. What? But I'm so sorry if I offended you. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, bud. I'm giving you a hard time. Why am I so easy to mess with? I need to know that. Why am I so easy to mess with? Everybody messes with me. Oh! Oh, should I know who you're talking about now? TSB. I know who you're talking about. I haven't... Kind, funny, sometimes gullible, you know, innocent vibes. Yes. Platts agrees with that. Yes. Yeah. Platts said I'm the cute girl that needs protecting, which is kind of ironic because I know how to protect myself. Oh yeah, Platts and Barb, clearly.
One frag to victory.
And a few other people, but that's, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know it's a joke. Don't you say stupid stuff out of your mouth. Wait, Barb needs protecting. No. As in Barb and Liwu being so lewd about our relationship between me and Platts. Because Liwu threatens Platts every day, and with me having to tell him to back off. Yeah, Brad, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Every time I hop in Liwu's chat, Liwu sometimes makes a joke about Platts. And I'm like, Liwu, come on. Yes, Liwu really wants to do all things. I'm gonna shoot Leo in the head. In the op. Yeah, our team started the server the day after that post during the Leo op. Oh! Like, as in, like, during his op or after his op?
Guys, I tell you, we kill them all.
A while. Well, I thought about getting done, like, already, but I lost track of time, and I'm just... But... I know what time it is! It's fine! During mid... It's not tomorrow! I leave Friday for training. And you know that. The training actually starts on Saturday. I'm already packed. Nothing. Well, actually, I'm hanging out with my friend tomorrow, so. Whenever I wake up, after I wake up. And I gotta pick up my uniform from the tailor shop because I'm. Just, Wait. Take a screenshot of those messages. I want to read it. Because I don't think I'm getting the whole thing what you're saying. You haven't played Csgo for a year? Yeah, fair enough. I just picked this game up a while because somebody mentioned it to me. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe. And I'm like, you know what? I'll get it. I had some issues. I had to reinstall Steam because the Steam client was not communicating with Csgo, so I had to re-download some games, which was fun yesterday. Because it literally took all day to install Arma plus the mods, only to find out that the mods got corrupted today during trying to join an TSV up earlier. So I had to revalidate my files. I used to play it pro. Oh, fair enough, that's nice. Oh, you better screenshot those messages and send it to me, Platts. You're a little... Please. This is gonna be a TSB up, isn't it? Or a TMTM up. Yeah, Brad, what's up? Tell Platts. Oh, hey, Platts Broad said that you're a cool cat. Yeah, Platt says yes. Oh, there you go. He's in chat now. He's finally answering the chat. Why am I the messenger when you can see chat? You goober. No wonder why you failed that stupid paperwork. I didn't... Oh, he's been in chat. He's just lurking it. And he's refusing to type in chat because he's lazy right now. Even though he's on the phone with me. And the chat is on his phone. So. Yes they do. If they're on PC, they is real time. The phone only has a 10-second delay. It's weird. It's Twitch. Yeah, Platts. Like I said, if you want to hear me in real time, go to your PC. Oh, I don't want to go in the other room and start up my PC at 9 o'clock at night. Am I right to assume that? Yes! I know you. You goober. I call Platts goober all the time. He's okay with it. And he accepts it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. I somehow got that guy. Okay, interesting.
You're in the lead.
It's a good chance that it's probably never gonna happen. Stop overthinking! Stop overthinking! Thank you. I hate when you overthink things. Just drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. You're being weird, drop it. Thank you. Hey, Broad, can you bunk plots for me real quick? Just put a bunk in chat, please. Just type out bunking all caps in chat, and I'll be happy. Just did. Aha! Yes, Broad! It's us! Us, funk you! Yes!
3 more kills, then you win.
Oh! Us Oh. They said you should use Platz's bunk emote instead of Barb's. And Bob just laughed. Oh. They probably be like Barb better because he's a maid. Oh wait, that's Liru's bunk emote? Oh, oops. I honestly thought it was Barb's. Oopsies. Cause Barb's so similar. Alrighty, Plats. You wanna say good night to chat? Okay, well, have a good night. Get some sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Well, there goes Plats. Plats is now headed to bed. Okay, I need to turn down the sound because it's so loud for me. Sorry, it's a little bit too loud for me. How do I apply? There we go. More power. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense, Bud.
Yes. First frag goes to your team.
I'll play for 30 more minutes till like 10 o'clock my time. But yeah, what were we talking about? Before Platts guy interrupted me. I guess I can talk about more about Platts. Because he's a funny human being. And a VTuber and a cat boy. And all of the above. Try the P90 next. Okay. Mini Pura. I like the P90. I've held a P90 in real life. I haven't shot it yet, though. Indeed. Oh no! P90. There we go. I got spawned. I know I got spawn camped, it's fine. Unfortunate timing. Oh well. Quick question. Do you want me to keep playing this game mode or a different game mode? Because I can change to game modes if you want me to. Or are you guys just enjoying this game mode? You know why change? Okay.
Very good. Good shot. Nice. Your team has 10 frags left.
Yeah, I like this gun. So good. This is the SG 5x3.
Only 3 more points to victory. We have this business now.
Let's go, boys.
We did it. Let's go.
Let's do Ancient. We haven't done Ancient. When I got messages and... Let me clear these messages in Discord. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, I'll play for 20 more minutes. I'm having fun. Thank you guys for making this a little bit more fun than I expected. Oh no. Oh, Platt is now texting me. I'm MP9 from SMG, Galileo has my rifle, and the M3 is my shotty. Nice! Is that not? Oh, that's a pole. Okay. Looks like a head for some reason. I like pistol. I've held a Desert Eagle too. It's 7 pounds. It's a heavy pistol. No, not heavy. Rifle. Okay. Deagle, yep. I've held it. Never shot it because I will break my wrist, to be honest with you. It's a huge caliber.
Your team is in the lead. Keep it up.
Oh, so you're still in here? I got a question for you. Because I'm very curious. I don't know if I was just in here or not. Oh yeah, you're in here. Okay. What time is it for you in Singapore? Because I have no idea what time zone that is. I'm just curious. It must be like almost daytime or something. Oh, it is daytime. GMT plus 8. Okay. So it is daylight for you then. Fair enough. So you're 11 hours ahead of me then. If I did the math correctly. Oh, there's another guy. I hate. Yeah, around there. Which is, it's not bad. Yeah, America's like, okay, but thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm about to get off here soon, so. Because I gotta get some sleep. Yeah, because the United States is the last one to get before the national time zone line thing.
Your team leads at the
Or international line, I guess is what it's called. Yeah, call him Mosh. That's what his name is in TSB anyway, so. Oh, it is. Wait. Wait, you're in TMT Invisible? I must be blind. Oh, didn't realize you were in TMT. Sorry. Sorry, Yosh. I must have forgotten. I've just seen you a lot more in TSB, that's probably why. But,
Nice shot, nice shot.
oh, the lack of— well, TSB is horrible with mad mods. Like, there should be a good balance. To be honest with you. Oh, that's a teammate. Some more of mine, some more variety of missions, but fair enough.
3 frogs next.
TSB has gone slightly overboard, especially with the main and sci-fi. Oh, well, sci-fi I can understand. But TSB, with main, yeah. There's like 136 for main, and I forgot how many it is for sci-fi. 138 or something like that, maybe more. Yeah, I can't remember how much. 112 for main, 138. Oh, okay. So sci-fi's more. Yeah. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, I know, Ice, uses it mainly for Halo stuff. But Ice has agreed that it's a little bit too much, and he's not happy about the other two mod admins that doesn't even agree with that statement, his statement, lowering it. So he's not happy about the amount of mods there are either, even though he is a mod manager for sci-fi, and he hates the other two mod managers for sci-fi.
Enemy team.
He can't do anything about it because he gets outvoted. Well, TSB complains about the amount of mods there are. There's some, what it's done is created some connection issues with the server, because of compatibility and other issues. That's happened to me 3 times with Sci-Fi and twice with Main. So I'm part of ISIS defense. Am I blind? Yeah. It's unfortunate timing though. Oh, he just jumped off, didn't he? Nice. Update. Yeah, people do update weird. Why are you shooting at me? It's so dumb people update things weirdly. Really? Like, for which mod set? For all of them?
Looks like the enemies are the first to reach halfway.
Oh, he's in a corner, of course. I would voted less. Yeah, that broke. It's okay. Oh. It's okay. Oh, it's just okay. I get what you mean. Wait, when did this poll happen?
10 frags left for the enemy team.
Wait, when did this poll happen? Oh, June 5th. Okay, that's a couple days ago. Yeah, I didn't see that, honestly.
3 frags left.
So people do agree that it's too big. Opinions play, so... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, I will play one more round of Csgo, and then I will be off to bed. Because I gotta get some sleep. Go hang out with my friend tomorrow. Go pick up my stuff. And then I gotta go stream some Siege. Get my rest of my placement matches in. Then stream Coalition. And then that's about it. Yeah, fair enough. It's just that it takes for me it takes a long time for it to load. And the server. Fair enough. Oh, try connecting to NA. Fair enough, fair enough.
First kill goes to the enemy team. Our enemies are winning.
I mean, we could try it and see how it is. Because right now I have 5 losses, which means I'm most likely going to be in copper again. Which is really awful. I hate why even bother. Mm-hmm. Got a whole list of things to do tomorrow, so hopefully nothing too bad. Oh, can you hear my mouse? Oops. I wasn't trying to slam my mouse, sorry. I don't have a mouse pad, it's just straight up on my desk. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll go back to college until August, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit more focused on this game now. I mean, man, it's just... I like talking and playing. Like, this is like a chill game to play to while talking in chat. It's perfect. I'm so happy how well this is working out for me. Have some nice, chill out gameplay while talking to Chip. That's so good. Just shut up, Osh! Just because Siege queuing times are awful. Just oh. I hate that Siege has turned me into my whole stream into, basically. It's fine, yeah. Hey, at least I enjoy talking my head off. Where did this guy go? Oh, my teammate got it. Oh no! Our side's now against Twitch's TOS, so they banned those now. And no, that will never happen. That will never happen. That's against the...
10 frags left for the enemy team. Your team has 10 frags left.
That guy is such a baby. The hot tub thing. Hot tub stream and stuff like that.
The enemy team
They, Twitch banned those.
one more point and the enemy will win.
Woo! Perfect timing. 10 o'clock on the dot for me. No, I don't think it's a category. I don't think it's still a category at all. Alrighty guys, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. Enjoying it. I'm enjoying some gameplay of Csgo, just trying it out for the first time. Happy that it works well, but no major issues other than the frame rates. That can't help. But yeah. My it's not. I just watched it. Yeah, fair enough. Osh, fair enough. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon-ish. For some finishing up the ranked placements of Siege. So I got 5 more to go. Hopefully queuing times isn't too bad. And then we'll do Coalition after that as well. Depending on the timing and how things go. But yeah, other than that, that will be it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. If you want to follow me on Discord, go ahead, !on Discord, and yeah, you can follow me there or Twitter for updates and stuff on stream times and changes. I will probably figure that out tomorrow. So yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you all later.